Is your inhale longer than your exhale? Is it the same? What part of your body naturally lifts up as you inhale? What part of your body naturally falls first as you exhale? Just take a few moments to observe your breath, your body, kind of scan it mentally with your eyes softly closed. The quote I brought for today says, turn your can'ts into cans and your dreams into plans. So as you're lying here, palms up, completely relaxing, begin to deepen your breath and think of a few things that you've said that you can't do or thought to yourself that you can't do. Inhale those images. And as you exhale, exhale, releasing the can't. This time as you inhale, inhale those same images with thoughts of I can. And as you exhale, release any limiting thoughts that you've been hanging on to, any reasons why that you can't. And begin slowing down that breath with the same images, this time inhaling just a little bit longer, a little bit deeper. This time exhaling a little bit slower, releasing a little bit of tension anywhere that you're finding it. Releasing any thoughts of not being able to do it, whatever it is. Take 6 more long, slow, deep breaths, just like that. Slowly inhaling for at least a 5 count. And slowly exhaling for that same count of 5. 5 more rounds of breath, just like that. Three more rounds of breath. 5 count inhales, 5 count exhales, or whatever breath it was that you were doing. Maybe it was 6 or 4. Last round of breath. Inhaling for that 5 count. Exhaling for that same count. This time, inhale nice, slow, and deep through the nose as long as you can, as slow as you can. And as you exhale, release it all out the mouth. Go back to that natural, easy breath, whatever that may be, and just observe it. Notice it. On this next breathing exercise, I'll have you inhale, beginning with that 5 count, inhale. And then exhaling for a count of 10. We'll do 6 rounds of that. But when you inhale, this time I'd like you to have your navel rise first, so fill up the bottom of your lungs, and then the middle section of the lungs, and then the upper section last. And as you exhale, release from the top of the lungs, under your clavicle, your coracoid, like 2 hands are pressing down, and then in from the sides, in the middle, and then release from the bottom last, gently engaging and pulling the navel towards the spine to squeeze out that last bit of oxygen. Swallow to moisten your throat. Exhale the rest of your breath. Inhale through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more rounds just like that. Inhaling for 5, filling up from the bottom to the top. Exhaling for 10, releasing from the top to the bottom. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 10. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 10. Last round of breath right here. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale deeply. Let it all out the mouth. And go back to that natural, easy breath once again, and just notice and observe. How are you feeling? What part of your belly lifts first as you inhale, or is it your chest? And what part of your body falls first as you exhale? How long is the inhale? How long is the exhale? And slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Begin to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. On your next inhale, as you do inhale, lift your arms straight up towards the ceiling and then grab your elbows. And as you exhale, allow your forearms to go over your head towards the direction of the floor, still hanging onto the elbows. Just getting a nice stretch in the front of your ribs, your shoulders. Take a few long, slow, deep breaths right here. Inhale, finding length through the spine. Crown of your head reaching away from your hips. Exhale, letting gravity take your arms in the direction of the earth, any amount. Letting your ribs relax onto the support of the bolster. Two more breaths right here. At the end of your next exhale, gently release your elbows and allow your arms to come down to the floor, out to the sides, palms up. Take a moment right here. And if your legs are straight, you can go ahead and gently bend your knees and slide your feet towards your legs. If your knees are bent, take your hands towards your knees and gently bring your knees together. Soles of the feet on the floor. And then when you're ready, begin to press into that right forearm into the bolster to the right side and lift your torso off the bolster. Maybe that left hand gently pulls yourself up with the knee, the leg. Come to seated. Perfect. And then move your props off to the side. Have your blocks, or whatever you're going to use as blocks, towards the front of the mat. Sit comfortably. And as you inhale, reach up both arms. As you exhale, take your arms over to the right side. Root the outside of that left hip down. Take a few breaths right here. And then as you inhale, allow your arms and torso to come straight up. And as you exhale, take your arms and torso to the opposite side, rooting the outside of that right hip down. Feeling that side body stretch. Just a few more breaths. Then when you're ready, as you inhale, allow your hands and torso to come straight up. Exhale, allow your hands to come down. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up, look up, bring your palms together. Exhale, turn your torso to the right. Bring the left hand down on the right knee and the right hand down on the floor behind you. As you inhale, lift up through the sternum. Follow with the gaze so your spine gets long. And then as you exhale, twist a little deeper, looking over that right shoulder. And then take a few breaths right here. Maybe with every inhale you find length, or maybe you unwind a little. And then with every exhale you twist a little deeper, or maybe you just look over the shoulder a little bit more. Take a few breaths to allow the side body to open up. This time as you inhale, unwind, come back to center, reach up, look up, get long. Exhale, turn your torso the opposite way. Right hand on left knee, left hand on the floor behind you. And then inhale, lift up through the sternum, maybe shift the gaze up. Exhale, look over that left shoulder. Beautiful, and then inhale, unwind, bring your palms together, look up, reach up. Exhale, reach forward, walking your hands out. As you find length in the spine, take a breath. As you exhale, allow your head to go in the direction of the earth. Maybe walking your fingers a little bit further as you go down. Let your head hang down between the hands towards the earth. Let your shoulders roll down towards the earth. Root and reach your sit bones down towards the earth. This time as you inhale, allow your chest and head to lift up. Walk your hands all the way over to the right side. And as you exhale, fold deeper, maybe even placing that left hand on top of the right. Allowing the head to come between the arms, allowing the left shoulder to roll down. And reach the outside of that left sit bone towards the earth. This time as you inhale, allow your head to lift gently, lengthen through the torso, walk your hands back through center, all the way over in front of that left knee instead. Maybe even stack the right hand on top of the left, lengthen with the inhale, and then exhale, fold. Rolling that right shoulder down, reaching the outside of that right sit bone down. Pressing and reaching at the same time. This time as you inhale, allow your head to gently lift your torso, walk your hands back through center, and as you exhale, find a tabletop. Start with the tabletop. You can have the blanket under your knees if you like. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. As you inhale, find a cow, looking up, making a U with your spine, your sit bones separate, your chest lifts, your shoulder blades come together, your shoulders separate, and then as you exhale, come through tabletop, round the spine like a Halloween cat, bring your chin towards your chest, press firmly out of the floor, create the space between the shoulders, pull your navel towards your spine. Add whatever feels good, maybe a side bend, and then go back and forth with your breath into this cat-cow flow. Adding whatever, maybe even a child's pose after a cat pose. Forearms come down, then elbows last. And as you inhale, the chest comes low through and your back up into your cow. Exhaling into your cat, adding whatever feels good. Next time you're at tabletop, pause there. As you inhale, extend that left leg straight out behind you. As you exhale, cross it over that right heel. As you inhale, lengthen the sternum, lengthen your spine,
looking forward of the mat. And then as you exhale, look over that right shoulder. Press that left heel towards the far right corner of the room. Shift your gaze back to between your hands. As you inhale, lift that left foot straight up, bring it behind you, and as you exhale, bring it out to the left side. So you're either going to have it right in line with the hip, fingers and toes going the same way, or you're going to step it up a little bit more in the direction of the hands. I like it a little bit higher than the hips. Press into your left hand into the left hand firmly, and as you inhale, lift your right hand up. Look up to the right side. Get nice and long and take 2 breaths right here. And on your next exhale, shift your gaze down and bring your right hand palm up between the left wrist and the hip. See if you can grab the outside of the left foot. Maybe it's the big toe. And gently set the outside of the right shoulder down, kind of the back of your head on the floor. Your left hand can either be on your hip, you can reach it up. I like to reach it behind the back and find the hip crease of the right side. But as you inhale, reach the crown of your head towards the front of the mat so your spine is long. And as you exhale, open your left shoulder to the left. Take your hips away from the direction of your head. Maybe even press into the outside of the right shoulder as you pull the left shoulder to the left side. Keep the energy of your hips going towards the back of the mat. Make sure your chin isn't forced into your chest. You're keeping the back of your neck off the floor at all times. It's really just the back of your head, the back of the right shoulder, your right knee, and your left foot on the floor. And then when you're ready, after your next exhale, gently release that left hand. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it down on the floor into the left shoulder. And then slowly inhale, unwind, come back to tabletop. And exhale, do a few rounds of cat-cow. Go at your own pace. And then when you're ready, and you find your tabletop pause there. This time, as you inhale, extend your right leg straight behind you, toes down. As you exhale, cross it over that left shoulder, over that left heel. Press the heel away from your body. As you inhale, lengthen, crown of your head to the front of the mat. As you exhale, look over that left shoulder. Press the right heel away from your body. And when you're ready, shift your gaze back to between your hands. As you inhale, shift forward, lift the right foot up, bring it right behind you. As you exhale, bring it to the right side. Either hip level or a little bit in front of the hip. Your right hand is directly under the right shoulder. Press your hand into the floor. Inhale, lift the left hand up. Look up to the left side. Take a few breaths right here. On your next exhale, shift your gaze down. Bring that left hand, palm up, between the right wrist to the outside of the right foot, big toe, ankle, whatever it is. Place the outside of that left shoulder down gently. You kind of roll the back of your head towards the mat. Your hand can either be a kickstand on the floor, or it can go to your hip. I like to reach up, turn the thumb down, reach behind the back, and find the hip crease of the left leg. And then as you inhale, reach the crown of your head towards the front of the mat so your spine is long. You kind of feel this torque as you hold on to that right foot with the left hand. And then as you exhale, open your right shoulder to the right side. Take your hips away from your body. And maybe even press into the floor with the outside of the left shoulder. Feel it all open. Side body, shoulders. 2 more breaths right here. And then when you're ready, release your right hand. Inhale, reach it all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, place it down on the floor under the right shoulder. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, find your cat-cow, tabletop. So do a few cat-cows until you feel good, and then curl your toes, and at the end of the next breath, find a downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Your hands are shoulders width apart, your feet are hips width apart. Your hands and feet are about a leg length apart. You're going for that upside down V. Your heels go in the direction of the earth. Your head relaxes so your neck's not being held up. You're pressing firmly out of your fingertip pads and the base knuckles of each finger, really focusing on that first forefinger and the thumb base knuckle, pressing firmly in with those connection points. Trying to keep the spine long, not rounded, not curved. Tailbone kind of tucks down. Then as you inhale, lift that right foot all the way up. Get really, really long. 3-legged dog. Press firmly through both hands, but bring that right shoulder down. It wants to lift up. Reach the ball of the right foot up, then make circles with the right ankle. Then bend the knee and stack the hip. You can make circles with that whole leg if it feels good. Go both directions so you're even. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach that right leg all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. Take a breath. And then inhale, lift that left leg all the way up. Try to touch the ceiling with the ball of the left foot. Press so firmly out of your hands and evenly, you're pressing your chest towards your thigh. But bring that left shoulder down so that they're level. Reach, reach, reach with the ball of the left foot, and then make the circles with the ankle, then bend the knee and stack the hip. Then make circles with the whole leg if you like, or stay in your 3-legged dog. When you're ready, inhale, reach that left leg up. Exhale, bring it down. Take a breath. As you inhale, step the right foot forward, bring that left knee down. So you can grab your blocks if you need a block or two. You could use a can of soup, you can use a couple folded blankets if you like. You don't have to use the blankets if you don't, the blocks if you don't want. But keep the right knee directly over the right heel and keep your right knee and toes facing forward. You can keep the left knee down, or if you want to make it more active, you can kind of press into the top of the left foot and float the left knee. It's almost like you're dragging your hips forward. Allow the sternum to lift up like you're being pulled up towards the ceiling. If your left knee's up, gently allow it to come down. As you inhale, back the hip up, straighten the right leg, flex the foot. Maybe you come down to forearms on the block. Maybe you come all the way forward, bringing your sternum towards the shin, chin towards the shin. I like the legs straight and the foot flexed. If you want to bend the knee, you're welcome to do that. I like the hip high over the knee. If you want to lower it, you can do that as well. But I keep the energy like I'm pulling the leg into the hip. But I'm also taking the sternum in the direction of the foot, which gives you this gnarly hamstring stretch. You can stay right here. If you want to add IT, as you inhale, back the chest up, rotate the entire right leg to the right, so maybe the pinky toe touches. And then exhale, fold again. Woo, different stretch. This time as you inhale, allow the chest to come up, turn your toes straight up. As you exhale, come forward to low lunge again. Shimmy your, well, you keep your right foot right where it is under the right knee, but place your left hand under the left shoulder, curl your left toes, pick your left knee off the mat. We're going to do twisted lunge. So if you want your left hand on a block, you can do that. If you want it a little in front of the left shoulder, you can do that. As you inhale, lift your right hand, twist your torso to the right, stack right shoulder over your left, and then as you exhale, press the left heel back to the back of the room. See if you can get the right thigh parallel to the floor and keep the right knee over the right heel. And if you can't get that right thigh parallel, try sliding your back foot back a little bit further. And press so firmly out of that bottom hand that you're not dumping all your weight in that left shoulder. And on your next exhale, shift your gaze down and bring your right hand to the outside of the right foot. As you inhale, shift your hips back, straighten the right leg. You can bring the left heel down if you like, step it in if you like. Lengthen through the spine, and as you exhale, fold over the leg for pyramid pose. You can rest your hands on your blocks, forward or backward, or you can leave them on the floor, or you can clasp them behind your back. Pulling the right hip back, bringing the chin towards the shin, sternum towards the shin. Wherever you are, release your hands towards the floor, either side of that front right foot. We're going to step forward to Uttanasana. So as you inhale, allow your chest to come up, hands on either side of the foot, bend the right knee, step the left foot forward, hips width apart, and then as you exhale, forward fold. You can hold your elbows, or you can place a block underneath your crown of your head. You decide. You can have hands in front of the ankles, behind the ankles. You can make it restorative or not. Shift your weight out of your heels and a little bit more over the balls of your feet, just to feel that sensation of your torso releasing and pulling away from the low back and the hips. Let your head pull away from your neck. Feel free to shake your head yes or no if it's not supported on a block. And then when you're ready, release your hands to the floor. As you inhale, come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, step this right foot back so you have a low lunge on the left side. Bring that right knee down. You can have blocks on either side. Just keep the left knee over the left heel. Left knee and toes facing forward. You can keep that right knee down, or you can float it by pressing into the top of the right foot. This time, as you exhale, allow your chin to go towards your chest. Pull your navel towards your spine and drag your torso forward and up. So you're feeling that energy of being lifted, but the back right foot's holding you down. On your next exhale, gently set the right knee down. Inhale, shift your hip back, straighten the left leg, flex the left foot. As you exhale, fold your torso, bringing your sternum a little to the left, directly over that left leg. Left foot flexed, chin to shin, leg straight, hip high over the knee. You're reaching the sternum towards the foot, so you're folding with that long spine. If you want to add the IT, as you inhale, Back the chest up. As you exhale, rotate the entire left leg and then fold if you want to go deeper. This time as you inhale, allow your chest to lift up, rotate your toes straight up. Exhale, come forward to that low lunge again. So twisted lunge, right hand under the right shoulder, inside the left foot. Curl your right toes, pick your right knee up off the mat, press your right heel back. When you're ready, as you inhale, lift your left hand, stack left shoulder over right. And then as you exhale, find the pose, keeping the left knee over the left heel, pulling the left hip back. Seeing if you can get that left thigh kind of parallel to the floor. Pressing firmly out of the right hand, reaching up with that left hand. Keep breathing, reaching the crown of your head to the front of the mat, the back right heel to the back of the mat. And then on your next exhale, shift your gaze down. Bring your left hand down outside the left foot. Inhale, shift your hip back, straighten the left leg, maybe bring the right heel down. Lengthen through the torso, and as you exhale, fold, pyramid pose. Hands can reach forward, they can reach back. But level out your hips. Release your hands wherever they are. Slide them up to the front of the mat towards either side of that left foot. We're going to step back to down dog. So as you inhale, lift your chest up, roll your right heel up, and then step that left foot back. Shake it out. Exhale, bring it down. And then take your knees wide, feet together, and come to sitting back on your heels. We're going to do a child's pose. So for this child's pose, if it bothers your knees, you can have a folded up blanket under your knees. If you want to come down in a bolster, you can have a bolster in between you, a fold up blanket underneath it. And they like the low back to stay rounded, so we take a rolled up blanket and put it in your hip crease. As you inhale, you kind of lift your belly and put your whole torso over all of that down to the bolster. And then I'll let you know when we're halfway through. If you put one ear down, you can swap to the other sides. In this pose, focus on breathing into the back side of your rib cage. So as you inhale, imagine filling up the back of your lungs. And as you exhale, imagine your hips sinking towards your heels more, sinking towards the earth. Imagine your arms hanging towards the earth more, pulling away from the shoulders. Shoulders pulling away from the ribs. And with each exhale, you release and let go and soften. And start slowing down the breath. Slowing it down as slow as you can without struggle. Both the inhale and the exhale. Releasing any tightness with every exhale. You're halfway if you want to turn your head the other direction. Last 6 breaths right here. Last 3. Last breath. Then begin to release your fingers, wiggle your toes, and slide your hands under your shoulders. And as you inhale, begin to press into the floor and lift your sternum up. Exhale right there. So we're going to do a supported pigeon pose. So whatever that means to you, I like to have a folded up blanket under my hips. Maybe 1, maybe 2. I'm going to do like 1.5. And then I like to have the bolster on 2 blocks in front of me to rest my torso. Actually, I'm not even going to rest my torso. I'm going to rest my arms and my forehead. So bring your right leg in front. And make sure your hips are centered on the prop that you're going to have under your hips. Take your left knee wider than the outside of the left hip. See if you can bring the foot away from the body so your shin's a little more parallel to the floor. Then extend your right knee, roll straight down. You can put a blanket under your right leg or foot if that feels good. And then as you inhale, lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Create some space, and as you exhale, walk your arms forward. So your arms are resting on the bolster, and then your forehead as well. So the weight of your torso is going to pull your shoulders release and your low back. Make any modification that feels better for you. Maybe you don't want anything under your hips. Maybe you don't want anything under your hands. Maybe it's just an inch in the not comfortable spot. Do whatever you need to do to make it right. And I'll let you know when you're halfway so you can swap ears. You have 1 down. And again, breathe into the back side of your rib cage. So as you inhale, fill up the back of your lungs. And as you exhale, let your torso go towards the earth. Let your shoulders soften. Let your low back and hips release. Try not to hold yourself up. Let the bolster and the props do the work. Do long, slow, full, deep breaths. Inhales and exhales. about halfway. If you've had one ear down and you want to turn the opposite way. If anything's bothering you, make that adjustment. With every inhale, find length. With every exhale, send it anywhere you feel resistance, stiffness, tightness. Tell it to let go. Last 6 breaths. And then when you're ready, begin to bring that awareness back to your body. And wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And as you inhale, you're going to lift your torso. Exhale here. And then shift your weight to your right hip and swing, or your left hip and swing your right leg back. And bring the opposite leg forward, left leg forward. If you want to go through down dog, you can do that. Center yourself up. Right knee is a little bit wider than the outside of the right hip. You want your hips parallel, so you pull the left hip down and the right hip back. Extend your arms towards the prop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rest your forehead on the prop and your arms, and let your torso kind of hang in the middle. Hips are supported, low back's releasing. Shoulders are letting go. Neck is releasing. Left hip rolls down, right hip rolls back. Remember to breathe into the back side of your rib cage. Anywhere you have ribs, you have lungs. So as you inhale, fill up the back of your lungs. 2/3 of your lungs are in the back half of your body. You're about halfway if you've had one ear down and you want to look the other way. It's about 6 more long, slow, deep breaths. Last 2 breaths. And then whenever you're ready, begin to bring that awareness back to your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, release your hands, and as you inhale, allow your torso to lift up right there. Take a moment. Exhale. When you're ready, shift your weight to the left hip and gently swing that back leg forward. Oh, take a moment right here. Maybe windshield wiper the legs a moment. And we're going to do a legs up the wall. So if you have the wall, go ahead and take one folded up blanket, or maybe two, you decide, and put them up to the wall. And you want your hips, about a block away from the wall. They don't have to be touching the wall. And you kind of feel like a turtle no matter what you do, getting in and out of this. So you kind of sit sideways to the wall, hips in the middle of the blanket, lean back as you kick your feet up, and then scoot your hips a little bit forward of the blanket. Feet over hips. If you don't have a wall nearby, you can put your legs up the bolster. Have one block on high, one block on low, and your bolster goes across it, and just flip your legs up the bolster. If you want to put something on sandbag on your hips, you can do that. We're going to spend about 5 minutes here. So close your eyes. If you want to put an eye pillow or maybe a washcloth or something across your eyes, it'll help you deepen into your relaxation. And while you're here, maybe take the time to think about those can'ts that you've been telling yourself and visualize turning them into cans and plans. And if you're still getting distracted with thoughts of things to do, grocery list and whatnot, then maybe visualize drawing in a white healing light from the crown of your head down your spine. Imagine it creating space along the path between each vertebrae that it passes. And as you exhale, direct that energy anywhere you feel tightness or resistance. Or maybe imagine it like a wave. As you inhale, drawing the water from the crown of the head, down the spine, up the back of the legs, over the heels. And as you exhale, as the wave crests, imagine it splashing over your toes, along the front of your feet, the front of your legs, and pooling in your abdomen and dissipating anywhere that you need a little release, a little softening, a little let go. Soften your jaw. Relax your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Soften your throat. Relax your shoulders. Allow your ribs to soften, sink into the earth. Allow your abdomen and your hips to soften, and sink a little deeper into the earth. Allow the weight of your hips to come, the weight of your legs to sink deeply into your hips. And with each exhale, your body gets heavier and heavier, and you sink a little deeper and deeper into a relaxed state. So they say that 20 minutes of legs up the wall gives you the same benefits of an hour and a half sleep for your body. So even if you can't fall asleep, you can get some rest by putting your legs up the wall. It's especially important when you travel, if you've been driving a lot, flying a lot. If you have blood clots, if you can't sleep at night, try turning around in bed, 10 minutes, legs up the wall. Take 6 more breaths right here. Long, slow, deep breaths. Last 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, begin to reach your arms up over your head. Begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. As you exhale, start to make some circles with your ankles, with your wrist. On your next inhale, find extra length. As you exhale, gently bend your knees and roll over to your favorite side. And just take one moment in fetal position, letting your shoulders stack and your hips stack. And then slowly push yourself up to seated for our final Shavasana meditation with the Yoga Nidra. I'm going to have us grab all the props that you have. We're going to lay on 2 folded blankets. So have the folded blankets lengthwise in half. You're going to sit your tailbone towards the bottom fringe. You're going to put another one on top of that. And you're going to turn the top of it under so it's like a little pillow. So you lay it, you stagger it, and you fold the tip back to make your own little pillow. And then you sit down at the bottom. Your tailbone comes towards where the fringe starts to taper. You want something under your knees. It's good to have something under your knees. You're going to be real relaxed, so I don't know if you'll want to do this with legs up the wall. You may want to make sure you're on the floor for this meditation. Slide your arms out to the sides, palms up. If you're cold at all, please cover yourself with a blanket. Please close your eyes and place a washcloth or something across your eyes to help you sink into a relaxed state. Get ready for your Yoga Nidra. Adjust yourself until you're comfortable. Make any last little final movements that make you happy. And then once you're all adjusted, your body should not move again until the Yoga Nidra is over. So slowly become quiet as possible, and take 3 long, slow, deep breaths. And each time as you breathe out, feel yourself letting go. For this last 20 minutes or so, forget your cares and your worries and concentrate on Yoga Nidra. Become aware of the distant sounds. Take a moment to move your attention from sound to sound, listening only. Don't try to analyze it. And bring your attention closer. Become aware of the sounds outside the building
And then become aware of the sounds inside the building. And then sounds inside your room. Develop awareness of this room, the walls, the ceiling, and your body lying on the floor. See your body lying on the floor. Become aware of your physical existence. Become aware of the existence of your physical body and concentrate on your physical body as a whole. Total awareness of the natural breath. Continue that awareness and feel yourself becoming relaxed. Become aware that you're going to practice Yoga Nidra and say to yourself, I'm going to practice Yoga Nidra. I'm going to practice Yoga Nidra. Only 2 doors of perception are open, feeling and hearing. Yoga Nidra begins now. Make your resolve. It's a short statement. Say it with feeling and awareness 3 times. We'll begin the rotation of consciousness, awareness of different parts of the body. As quickly as possible, the mind is to jump from point to point. So when I name the part of your body, visualize it, say it to yourself, feel it, but don't move it. Right side, right hand, thumb, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 4th finger, 5th finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, hamstring, right thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the right foot, right toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand, thumb, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 4th finger, 5th finger. Palm of the left hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, hamstring, left thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Front of the body, go to the top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, right ear, right nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, right thigh, right knee, right ankle, right toes, left toes. Now go to the back. Right toes, left toes, right sole, left sole, right heel, right ankle, right calf, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, right buttocks, right hip, the whole spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, the inner parts of the body. Take your mind to the brain. Start with the brain. The brain, the nasal passage between the nose and the throat, the tongue, the teeth, the palate or the roof of the mouth, the right eardrum, the left eardrum, the throat through which the air passes, the alimentary canal or food passage, the right lung, the left lung, the heart. Feel the heart by concentrating on the heartbeat. The stomach,
which is above your navel, towards the left side. The liver, above the navel, towards the right. The right kidney and the left kidney towards the back above the waist level. And the abdomen, a very long, coiled tube called the small intestine, and an inverted U-shaped tube called the large intestine. Once again, faster. Start with the brain. The brain, nasal passage, tongue, palate, right eardrum, left eardrum, throat, alimentary canal, right lung, left lung, heart, stomach, liver, right kidney, left kidney, small intestine, large intestine, whole abdomen. Now the major parts of the body: the whole right leg, the whole left leg, both legs together, the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together, the whole head, the whole back together, the whole front, all of the internal organs together, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Visualize the whole body as you say it. Intensify your awareness. Concentrate on the body lying on the floor. Your body lying on the floor. Become aware of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. Head, floor. Shoulders, floor. Arms, floor. Back, floor. Buttocks, floor. Thighs, floor. Calves, floor. Heels, floor. The whole body and the floor. Bring your awareness to your breath. Become aware that you're breathing. Become aware of the breath in general. Just become conscious that you're breathing, nothing else. Continue awareness of breathing and gradually bring your attention to the eyebrow center. Imagine that you're breathing through the eyebrow center and that the breath moves in and out from the forehead. Imagine your breath moves through the eyebrow center to a point in the center of the back of the head, passing through the Ajna chakra. Maintain your awareness of this breath. Now bring your awareness to sensations. Awaken the feeling of cold. Concentrate on your spinal cord and develop the feeling of coldness and shivering. Concentrate on the breath in your left nostril. Develop the feeling of cold in the whole body. Every breath you take in makes the body cooler and cooler. Concentrate on the left nostril and the left breath. With every breath you take into the body, experience the cold. Concentrate on your Vishuddhi chakra in the neck. It's the seat of the cold experience. Concentrate on Vishuddhi. It's blue. When your consciousness is located in the psychic center, the whole body will be enveloped into an absolute feeling of cold. Now switch that and concentrate on creating heat surrounding the body. Develop the manifestation of heat in the body. Concentrate on becoming enveloped in an atmosphere of heat throughout the body, from head to toes, permeating the whole body. Concentrate on the breath in the right nostril, and with each inhaled breath, increase the feeling of heat in the whole body from head to toe. Develop the feeling of the heat in the body by concentrating on your Manipura chakra in the navel area. From this center, you can produce heat and distribute throughout the body. Generation of heat is Manipura, the navel center. And in the right nostril, concentrate on the heat you've created around the body. Bring your awareness to your Chitta Kasha, the dark space in the front of your forehead. Concentrate on yourself seated in meditation with your legs crossed and your eyes closed. You are seated in meditation in a hall, and there is someone seated in front of you, an important person. This is an important event in your life. You are sitting in meditation, and he is sitting in meditation. Your eyebrow center and his eyebrow centers are one. Both of you are breathing through the eyebrow center, Brahmanya. When you breathe out, you touch his eyebrow center, and when he breathes out, he touches your eyebrow center, and a link is established. Now concentrate on your Chitta Kasha and become aware of the waves surging over a large ocean under the dark sky. The waves are symbols of your unconsciousness. See the dark sky and the vast ocean and the waves. Intensify your concentration and imagine a well, a very deep well. With the help of a rope, go down as far as you can and then come out. Have this experience. Return now to your Chitta Kasha and become aware of any spontaneous thoughts. Become aware of any spontaneous thought process for some time, and even without completing it. Dispose of it, detach yourself completely, and go to another thought. Now stop the spontaneous thought process and reject all spontaneous thoughts. Reject spontaneous thoughts. Instead, you must choose a thought and develop it at will. Reject any spontaneous thoughts and develop your own thought of your own making. Clearly see that thought and continue. Begin to concentrate on the eyebrow center. Concentrate on the eyebrow center. Discover there's a nerve pulsating in a rhythmic way. And with the rhythm of the pulsation, become aware of the Om. Continue concentrating on the eyebrow center and discover there's a small circle which becomes bigger and bigger until it merges with the infinite. Discover circles growing from the eyebrow center. Concentrate on the symbol Om as it's written. Concentrate on the symbol Om. With the breath, see the expansion and contraction of Om in a circle. In the eyebrow center, with the rhythmic of the breath, expansion and contraction of Om in a circle. Concentrate on the Om and see it clearly. Expanding and contracting in a circle with the breath. Intensify your imagination and concentration and the power of conception. Imagine an ocean, calm and quiet and dark. Imagine you're on the surface, slowly start to sink. Become unconscious, sink deeper and deeper. Sink deeper and deeper and discover the secrets of the body in a world which is absolute inside. Intensify your imagination and the power of conception. Now see a deep and dark jungle. Enter into the jungle. Go deep into it and continue on. Go much deeper into the jungle and see a lovely clearing with an aura of light around it. The light comes from a temple close by. The temple is like a house lit from the inside at night. But as well, there's a great aura of light around the outside. From far off, you see that. You become aware that the temple is pulsating with the vibration of the sound of Om. Inside the temple, there is a chanting of mantras and the ringing of bells. the smell of incense. Draw closer to the temple and feel the atmosphere of peace. The door of the temple is open. You peep inside and there's nothing there. Nothing but a monk in orange robes. He's sitting in lotus posture with his eyes open. Please sit in front of him and look at his face. Find out who he could be and concentrate. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of the breath. Remember that resolve, your sankalpa that you made at the beginning of the practice. Repeat it with absolute faith and awareness to yourself. Repeat it 3 times. The whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Bring your awareness to the whole body. Relax all efforts and become aware of the whole body. Bring your attention to the natural breath, the quiet breath. Develop your awareness of the quiet breath. Maintain your awareness of the breath and gradually deepen it and make it stronger. Become aware of your physical existence. Become aware of the physical existence of your body and the state of physical relaxation. At the same time, your breath is growing stronger. Take a long, slow, deep breath in, and then let it out. Develop deeper awareness of your body, deeply relaxed, lying on the floor. Visualize your surrounding room, and let your mind become completely external. Begin to make small movements of the body, begin to bend your fingers and move your toes. When you're ready, begin to move your arms and your legs, maybe even reaching up over your head if that feels good. But keep your eyes closed. Take a few deep breaths and stretch yourself thoroughly 3 times. And then whenever you're ready, taking your time, there's no hurry. If you want to stay here for the Yoga Nidra a little bit longer, you're welcome to. But when you're sure that you're wide awake, sit up slowly and open your eyes. Practice of Yoga Nidra is complete. And when you're ready, a nice deep inhale when you get to seated. As you exhale, let it all out and gently bow to yourself, chin to your chest, and bring your thumbs to your third eye and just thank yourself for making you a priority. Taking this time to recover, restore, and heal. Namaste, everyone. Thank you. So again, you can stay here as long as you like. People get a little kind of tipsy almost with their Yoga Nidra.